Hello and welcome to my Monday motivation. Today's title is To Give Glory and Appreciate. This week I want to come from a personal experience again. Something I've been going through in my life is a small transition, a big transition actually. My dad has been in the hospital for like 2 to 3 months, and he just got out and went to the rehab center. He actually should have been in the hospital for much longer. There was a time he wasn't responsive because of his stroke, and they said that he was going to at least be there for like 6 months before he had his surgery. But, the Lord diminished the time to only 2 months. And then he was able to have his surgery and get out. So I want to talk about this today because he's at the rehab center and his right side is not moving yet. After his stroke, it hasn't been moving. And it's so easy for me and my family and I, to be at where we're at right now and just focus on the right side not moving. I say this because that's where I find myself. Like just praying to God and trying to get the right side to move, because we want to see him do it, heal in full for my dad. So we're looking at the right side and we just want that right side to move. We're looking at the fact that he's away from home because he had to go an hour away to go to the rehab center. And it's like, well, he's away from home. And not only is he away from home, but his right side is not moving. So we're just praying to God and already trying to make it happen for us to get what we want. And I want to talk about this because sometimes it's easy to look at where you're at right now and see the parts that's missing instead of the parts that was filled. Like God has truly blessed my family by keeping my dad. There was a time where he was not responsive, and we was just going through, like just trying to hold on to God because we didn't know what was happening with him. So we just had to hold on to his word and believe the promise that he can stay with us and that he will stay with us. And now that the Lord has done amazing things and just healed his body, like the doctor said that he shouldn't be doing the things that he was doing, especially as fast as, the process is for it. He done sped up the process. Instead of waiting 6 months to have the surgery for him to come out, it only took him a month and a half. Like, that's God, and that's his glory. But what I'm trying to say is it's easy to go over God's glory and just see what we want right now instead of like just taking the time to give glory for what he has done. And I say this in a way for my dad, but I also say this for myself and for you. It's important for us to see how God brought us through and really reminisce on it. Like, God has brought us through places that we, never thought we should be. He brought us through. He took us out in the most magnificent way, the most beautiful way. And for that reason, he deserved the glory. But also, not only do he deserve the glory, but it's important for you to be able to appreciate where you're at right now. Because I look at my dad, and though he's out the hospital, though he's strong and he's able to feed himself, he's growing his strength and he's able to feed himself and he's able to talk because he wasn't able to talk before. Now he's able to talk. It's easy for him to look at his right side, that missing part, and just be like, he's not where he needs to be. He's still in a rehab center. He's not where he needs to be. And I pray for him to be able to release this. Well, just give himself grace. But it's easy for him to look at what he's not being where he needs to be, instead of looking at the growth. Like before, he was not able to move much of his body. Before, he wasn't able to talk. The things that he was doing, that he's doing right now, he couldn't do. This is what I'm saying for your life and for my life. It's important for us to appreciate where we're at and not just look at what we're missing. Like, God has brought you to another glory. And then also by you holding on to God and working on yourself and just building day by day, you brought yourself here as well. Don't get so focused on trying to fill in the missing part that you're missing what's around you right now. Like how far you came right now, how far God has brought you right now. Like, appreciate where you came from. Before, I was angry all the time. I was so angry. And now look at me. I used to have just a short attitude, no patience whatsoever. No patience. Now I'm not even angry no more. Now I can have peace. Now I can hold my tongue a little bit. I can hold my tongue. I mean, I might say some things that I need to say, but I can hold my tongue. Like, I've gotten better. I improve. I can give God glory for this. I can appreciate that I've grown. So that's the word. Oh my goodness, that took so long. That's the word for today. I also want to talk about how you shouldn't rush. Like, don't rush the process. It says in Ecclesiastes 8:11, there is a time and a way for everything, even though a man trouble lies heavy on him. I look at this and I see how, like, there is a specific time. God has a set time to bring you out. God has a set time to bring you out in business. He has a set time for everything. Understand this. Understand that He has a set time. He is so intentional in our lives. When you understand that He has a set time, then that trouble won't lie heavy on you, because you understand, if I just wait on the Lord, if I just go through the process. Jesus didn't just go out and start healing people right away. There was a set time. He had to tell his brothers, he had to tell the disciples, like, okay, now. He understood how to listen to God and know when to go. So that's the word for today. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Start off your week giving God glory and appreciating where you're at. Give yourself grace. Do not rush the process. All right. Have a good one.